of the Community Christmas Sing and Light Up Night in Rochester. And we're happy to have in the studio with us this morning none other than Charity Demas, who is the Carol Sing Coordinator, and Ray Rotuna as Artistic Director Emeritus, co-administration of the what's that say there? Inspirituoso Academy? Yeah, okay. Very good. That's quite an impressive title there, Ray. Thank you both for coming. Charity, you want to bring that microphone down closer to you? Unless you're going to sing and you're going to sing loudly for us. But
no, I won't sing loudly today.
Okay, very good. Well, welcome to the show. We're so excited to have you here. And on top of that, excited about this weekend's events coming up. Introduce yourselves. I gave a brief introduction, but tell us a little bit about yourself and the Beaver Valley Choral Society.
Okay, go ahead.
I joined the Choral Society back in 2018, and it was after my daughters were members of the Treble Youth Choral for a couple of years, and they were
talked you into it, huh?
Well, they were gonna drop out because they were graduating into the adults, and I said, "Well, would you go into the adults if I did it with you?"
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think I could sing.
You couldn't.
But
and what did you find out?
I learned to sing.
Yeah.
I learned that I could sing.
Okay.
So yeah. And it's been an amazing thing for me. It's just brought so much joy into my life. It brings tears into my eyes just to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been a powerful thing in my life.
I know you guys asked me, Mike, do you sing before we went on the air? I said in the privacy of my own car, I sing, but I don't sing publicly. So it was somewhat of stage fright for you to get over at the beginning?
No. I just had been told previously that I didn't sound good, and I just didn't think I sounded good. And
okay.
I learned better.
And you know what's funny? Not only, I suppose it's magnified when you're singing, but when people come on the program like this, and afterwards they say, I heard that, and I never thought I sounded like that. But in our own heads, through our own ears, we hear our voices differently than what the public hears.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My daughter has an amazing voice. I mean, both of my girls really sing well. They do. And my one daughter has an amazing voice. But when she hears herself, she says, I don't sound like that in my head.
Right. Ray Rotuna, tell us about that. How long have you been singing?
Mike.
Yeah.
Now, first, Mike, thanks for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity to come and speak with you today and talk about one of our passions, which is the Choral Society and singing and all that wonderful stuff. And you mentioned something about history, and put it into perspective here. The Choral Society is 100 years old plus. You mentioned a couple weeks ago you had the artistic director here, Sharon Burchill, talking about the anniversary, and that was quite a spectacular performance. And I know Matt Derzick was there and recorded. And
Matt's a singer.
He's a singer.
He is.
We keep trying to lasso him back, and it's not easy.
We keep him pretty busy around here. That's
By the way, do you scream? Can you yell? Because all singing is controlled yelling. So our motto is if you can sing tunefully or play efficiently, we want you in the chorus.
I made my debut on stage back in 1976 in a production of Little Abner at Beaver Falls High School. But no, I guess I'm much better at this end of it, just interviewing people like yourselves.
Okay, great. Well, we're happy to be here and excited once again to be talking about the Carol Sing and Light Up Night at Rochester High School. This is a joint venture between Rochester School District and the Beaver Valley Choral Society. Way back in 2016, we struck up a very good relationship with the superintendent of the school by an invitation for two of us to come back for the 2016 graduation class, because way back in another century, some of us graduated from Rochester High School in 1966.
Oh, okay.
They have many traditions at Rochester High School, wonderful traditions, and one of them is they invite the graduating class of 50 years prior to come back and participate in the the activities of the current year's graduation. So Rick Murphy from Rochester and myself attended that.
Okay.
I was kind of dragged in by Rick, but I said okay. So we went, and They had a little reception for, I think, about 15 or 17 of the former graduates, and we had an opportunity to meet the new superintendent. Very dynamic person. And, of course, they always ask the question, well, what are you doing now? And, of course, I was retired, but is involved in the Choral Society. And that launched right into what we do at the Choral Society, and that we had a huge dream. And the dream was to perform a summer academy, and we talked about the Carol Sing program, and things just happened from there. So that's where it all started, and we are now in our 7th year of the Community Christmas Carol Sing and Light Up Night at Rochester Area School District campus. We have a new BVCS coordinator for the event you talked to, which is Charity Demas. So there's been a lot of changing of the guard. Still, the overall Carol Sing will continue. It's a 7-year tradition. Doors open at 2:30 on Saturday, this coming Saturday, December 2nd, so people can gather for the traditional opening ceremonies. The Community Carol Sing continues to be a free festival that was created by the leaders of the Rochester Area School District and the Beaver Valley Choral Society, bringing together all the members of both the school district and the Choral Society so that it can be experienced by the entire community.
Yeah, it will begin with the Beaver Area Army Junior ROTC Honor Guard conducting the presentation of colors and everyone singing the national anthem, followed by the official ribbon cutting ceremony, which is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah. Nice.
The lobby will be filled with tons of activities for the kids to have fun with from 2:30 until light up at 6 p.m. Beginning at 2:30, the lobby events officially open along with St. Barnabas Broadcasting, Beaver County Radio, in a live 2-hour remote broadcast. It's a good time for children to write letters to Santa while they await his arrival at 3 p.m. Kids can also enjoy making Christmas crafts and have their faces painted. There will be a table for writing Christmas cards to deployed military personnel.
All right, and children have written letters. If they already have written letters to Santa and they wrote them at home, they'll be able to drop them off in a special mailbox to be delivered to Santa's home and workshop at the North Pole. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
I'm slipping
yeah.
one in there for myself.
Definitely.
Hot cocoa, Christmas punch, and cookies will be served. Gift card donations have been collected from businesses and individual donors to be handed out at the event. Additionally, you will see a donor recognition wall where all donors, sponsors, and supporting businesses will be represented by individual recognition plaques. To ensure nobody misses out on any of the exciting events of the day, a special town crier will be ringing a bell and announcing each upcoming event of the day. Special volunteers will help direct anyone to the various happenings so that no one will miss any of these great scheduled events.
Then
Then?
the favorite part for the kids. At 3 p.m., Santa arrives. Santa and Mrs. Claus will arrive by special fire truck and transport and will be escorted into the lobby area directly into Santa's workshop display. And Santa's workshop display and Candyland Garden is a magical Christmas display that awaits everyone who enters the gymnasium where Santa's workshop will be. The children will enter through a specially lighted archway. They'll visit with Santa as he sits in his great big Christmas workshop chair, which is magnificent. Santa's sleigh and Rudolph will also be there, and lots of children and their parents will want to take photos alongside with Santa's sleigh and Rudolph. The Candyland Garden display has an amazing array of visual effects and lighting displays that everyone can enjoy. This year, kids will be greeted by Holly J. Elf, who will be there to ensure Christmas spirit is spread throughout the event.
That's great. Want to let all the kids know, that's Santa's real sleigh.
Is that right?
Oh, absolutely.
Ah,
yes,
okay.
yes. We have it by
You
special.
have it in Rochester
permit.
High School.
We have it sent from North Pole to Rochester. It's a fantastic thing. At about 3:30, the town crier we'll announce that a special stage production of The Night Before Christmas will begin on the auditorium stage at 3:45 p.m. This exciting presentation will be conducted in full, authentic Old English costuming and performed in an authentic stage production of the famed Night Before Christmas story. Right after the stage production, the town crier will announce that the carol sing will begin shortly and direct everyone into the school's natatorium for the traditional carol sing. Just want to mention one more thing about that carol sing. We began this in 2006, 16, 17. I have to tell you, that natatorium is fantastic. I don't know if you've been in there.
I have not, no.
It's the former swimming pool.
Oh!
And then they cemented over it.
Okay.
And it's got, 50-foot
Yeah.
ceilings. It's a huge place. And it's an amazing place to perform because the acoustics are tremendous. But for the event, there were over 900 people that attended. And they've been managing, 6, 7, 8, 900 people every year here. And it's an amazing thing to witness when you get into that carol sing program. But
Now,
I
you call it
wanted to mention that. That's
you
really
call it a natatorium?
natatorium.
Because I thought, well, I'm mishearing this. Is he saying auditorium or natatorium?
Natatorium.
Okay.
That's another terminology.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's quite a place. Quite a place.
Oh, all the displays are just phenomenal. I mean, there's huge Christmas trees. There's toy soldier displays and a Rudolph setup, and it's just
That sounds great. It really
so
does.
fun.
Yeah.
so fun.
Santa Land come to life.
Yeah. So and that's where we go, and there everyone's led by the BVCS artistic director and conductor, and the BVCS treble youth chorale director, the BVCS accompanist, and the very talented Rochester area high school choral and band directors. The BVCS choral and orchestra and the Rochester high school chorus and high school band students will blend their music making while everyone joins in the singing, and the natatorium will fill up with the sounds of hundreds of area visitors singing and playing traditional Christmas carols and holiday favorites. It's going to be a rousing sing-along accompanied by a keyboard, instruments, and hundreds of voices. It will include a special piece sung by the BVCS called When Will Messiah Come? And the treble youth chorale will be singing a piece of their own. It will culminate in the traditional singing of Hallelujah from Messiah. And it's going to be a magical combination of music.
It's a fantastic event. I want to mention something about the holiday decorations and the preparation for the event itself. You know, it takes a whole lot of people.
I can
to
imagine.
put this thing together. Rochester is a big campus. We're utilizing the auditorium for the night before Christmas, the natatorium for the carol sing, the lobby area for all these fun events for the children, the outside area for the van to fill up we'll talk about that in a minute, about the donations, the food donations, and of course Santa arriving on the fire truck, and then of course you have safety protection, the police are there, the military are there. It's an incredible thing to see. But the decorations, you know, they have such a great staff at Rochester. These fellows and ladies just do a tremendous amount of work, and even the students themselves also get involved. And I think we mentioned something about the trees. Very fortunate that the live trees are donated by a woman from the valley that permits us to walk into the fields. It's a former Christmas tree farm. And just a week or so ago, Rick and I made the trek into the forest and picked out the trees. And of course, when you've got 40-foot ceilings, you need big trees.
Yes.
And I know these fellows over there shiver a lot when we tell them we have picked out the trees, because we have a tendency to kind of go overboard on the size of these trees, and they have to pull them. And matter of fact, last year they had to use a tractor to pull them into the building. It was an amazing thing. But the Choral Society and the school get together the day before and decorate all those trees and set up the tables and do all these things. So it's a lot of work, but it's a community project, and that's what this whole thing is about. It's bringing community together. That's what it was formed to be, and that's what it's turned out to be. So that's an exciting event. It all started with the idea that the Rochester High School kindergarten class does a special concert at Christmas. That's what they had before the Carol Sing even was dreamed of. We just kind of melded this all together. So immediately following the Carol Sing, the town crier will call everyone back into the auditorium for the eagerly awaited kindergarten annual Christmas concert. These kids are incredible.
It sounds like a fantastic event.
You know, if tears don't come to your eyes when you see these little ones walk up on stage, they're so enthusiastic.
Yeah.
They're full of the spirit. You know, they have no fears, and away they go. This much-loved part of the day is what makes Christmas a truly special time of the year. As everyone gathers back into the lobby area after the concert, the school will be put in full lighted display. All the schoolroom windows will light up with displays of specialty student-made window adornments. It will signify the ongoing spirit of the season and the closing moments for the annual Community Christmas Carol Sing and Light Up Night at Rochester High School.
And this all begins Saturday at 2:30?
Yes.
Wow.
2:30.
That's a full afternoon full of fun, family fun, and singing and just bringing in the joyous part of the season, huh?
And, you know, as Ray said, there are so many people and volunteers and sponsors and things that are brought together to make it a community thing. And taking over everything this year has been an interesting experience because it's just shown me how much Christmas spirit there is around. And I mean, I think, like, even when I went to work with the sponsors, our sponsors that generously donated, they were Brighton Hot Dog Shop, Rome Monument, and of course here, Beaver County Radio. It was just so much easier, and I was blown away by the generosity and the spirit that was just.
It just sounds fabulous.
It was amazing. I wanted to also give a special thanks to Fry Transportation Industry for loaning us the bus. We would like everyone attending to bring a non-perishable food item to share with those in need of basic necessities for the season. It's not required, but it is strongly encouraged. We've said it before. We'll say it again. No one should be hungry on Christmas. With the cost of things up this year, it's more important than ever to fill that bus from bottom to top with non-perishable food items. And all of the food donations will benefit the Families Matter Food Pantry in Monaca.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Very helpful. Very giving this time of the year. And it just sounds like a remarkable event, and I hope that all people in Beaver County can make it over there.
Well, we're looking forward to it, Mike, and we really appreciate you taking the time. If we have just 30 more seconds,
go ahead.
I'd like to talk about the concert schedule, because if I don't, the artistic director is going to beat me with a stick.
Can't have that.
The concert program this year starts with the Carol Sing. It's a required concert event for the ensembles. On Sunday, December 10th at 4 p.m., the Beaver Valley Choral Society will perform its concert at Saints Peter and Paul Church, 200 3rd Street, Beaver. On Saturday, December 16th at 4 p.m., they'll perform the concert at Grace Lutheran Church, 343 Adams Street in Rochester. And on Sunday, December 17th, 5 p.m., at St. John and Paul, 2586 Wexford Bain Road in Wexford, PA. So that's the concert lineup, and although I'm no longer on the podium, I can tell you the concert's fantastic.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is there a website where people can see these dates where they're going to perform?
Yes, it's
Beaver Valley?
bvchoralsociety.org.
Okay. And that's where you can go for all this information and the concerts coming up afterwards as well throughout the month of December.
That's correct, yes.
Ray Rotuna, Artistic Director Emeritus, Charity Demas, Carol Sing Coordinator. Thank you both for being here. It sounds like a wonderful, inspiring event, and I hope the whole families all over Beaver County and beyond our limits are able to come out and see this.
Thank you, Mike, and thank St. Barnabas Beaver County Radio for all that you do for the county.
We appreciate that. Ray Rotuna and Charity Downs from the Beaver Valley the Beaver Valley Choral Society this weekend at Rochester High School.
Make the holiday special with a delicious box of chocolates from Roseland Candy Castle in New Brighton. For over 100 years, Roseland Candy has continued to demonstrate unmatched passion for chocolates. Roseland chocolates are